Greetings! Welcome back to the What's New video series for the AtHomeNet Classic Community website service. Today I'll be going over the new enhancements that we're releasing for October 2009. We have a brand new feature being released this month and some other great enhancements, so let's jump right in. I'm going to log in as an administrator. And we'll jump right to that brand new feature. We've created a new feature called What's Nearby. And initially you're going to find this under your admin menu at the very bottom called What's Nearby. And once I show it to you, if you like it and you want it on your regular site, you can just email or call support and have us move it off of your admin menu to wherever you want it so that your residents can see it. But let's check this feature out. So what this is, as you can see, is a map of your community. We're using the Google Map feature and we've enhanced it to provide a listing of various businesses and other features that are near your community, and we allow you to map them on this map very quickly, centered around your community. So let's say, for example, in the restaurant category here, what we let you do is set up categories, and within the categories you can set up individual business types or location types that you want. And we've predefined it with 5 or 10 categories here and maybe 30 or 40 particular types of places that you can map. But what's so great about this is that you can customize it for your community. If there's a particular category or an item that you want removed or some new items or categories you want added, right now you would just contact support and they can do that for you. And we're going to be rolling out an enhancement in coming months where you'll actually be able to do that yourself. But for now, let's just take a look at some examples here. So if I go to restaurants near Classic River, what it will do is very quickly load up a listing on the map over here of all the restaurants that are in the area. If I click on a particular one, it's going to pop up more details on that particular restaurant. We'll just take another example here in the middle schools. I can click on middle schools and it's going to come up with a number of them. I click on a particular one, it's going to show me information. I can get directions to or from it, all your typical Google Map features, but this is all going to be customized and show up for only those things that are around your neighborhood, maybe grocery stores. So that's kind of neat right there, but we have some extra capabilities in it in that you can customize the search if you want to search for things that maybe don't show up on the list, or your residents want to search for things that don't show up on the list by default. Let's just say real quick I want to find a local dry cleaner. I can just type that in down here in the search. It's going to come up really quick with the list of all the dry cleaners in my area, and I can give them a call, swing by, do business with them. So a couple other things I wanted to cover on this real quick are, we've taken the feature description that would typically show up above a feature, and in this case we've embedded it down here into this little area. So if you are an administrator and you edit the feature description for the What's Nearby feature, whatever you type will show up down here. Now because of that, it needs to be fairly limited in size, but you can go ahead and put a little logo for your community and say, find great things near my community or what have you. Whatever you want to put in there. And the second thing I wanted to point out is this feature is driven off of a couple of new settings that we added. So I'm going to jump real quick over to the settings area of the menu and show you those. So it's driven off of these 4 new settings here: the community address, community city, community state, and community zip. All of our existing customers should have the community city, state, and zip pre-filled in. You may or may not have the community address filled in. And the feature, the What's Nearby feature, will work with just city, state, and zip. If you add the address, what will happen is it will just target your community a little closer, particularly if your address is not near the center of your city as it is in our case. So I've just gone ahead and added a physical address for our community, and now when I go to What's Nearby, it's going to drill right in on the community instead of just being vaguely near it. So we think this is a neat new feature. It's absolutely free for all of our customers. It's part of our service, so there's no additional charges for it. And give us your feedback on it. As I said, we've got some enhancements already in mind for it, but we'd like to hear what you think about it. Okay, let's move on to the next enhancement, which is in our email bulletins feature. I'm going to go here under News to Email Bulletins. And what we've added in this feature is based on popular demand. We've gotten a number of requests to allow the administrator to add multiple attachments to an email bulletin. So in this case, you'll still see just the one button here, but if I browse out here and find something to attach really quick, you'll notice that once I've attached the first item, it's going to pop up a second linked file for me to attach a second attachment if I want to. And this will work whether you're doing actual attached documents or whether you're doing linked documents or linked attachments like I'm doing in this case. The next area that we focused on this month was some enhancements to the Events Calendar feature. So I'm going to go to Activities Events Calendar and show you some of those real quick. The first one is, again, something that we've gotten a lot of requests for, which is a weekly view on the calendar. So now in addition to the daily, the monthly, and the compact view, we have a view called This Week, and if you click on that, it's going to show you just the current week based upon the current date, and then you can jump backwards and forwards by week, and you can also filter this view down by category just like you could in any other view. The next area of enhancements to Events Calendar is when you're adding a recurring event, you used to be limited to no more than 99 occurrences of an event, and now you can actually have 365 as the maximum number of occurrences. So that'll let you create, if you wanted to, a daily event up to 1 year out in advance. The next area that you'll see on this same Add a New Event screen is if you logged in as the primary resident on an account, you can actually switch over and have the event added by the secondary person on your account. In this case, I'm logged in as Scott Pelly, but I can say that Christine Pelly is actually the person posting this event. This is helpful, obviously, if you're logging under an account, but you're listed as the secondary person on that account. For the next two enhancements, I'm going to have to show you Edit, so we'll just back up to the events screen here, and first I'm going to edit an existing recurring event. And when I go to edit this event, the new ability here is that it's going to let you also send another email bulletin at the time you're editing it, which it used to would not let you send an email bulletin except for when you were initially adding a new event. But now, as I said, if you're editing a recurring event, you can now go down and select to send another email bulletin out about that event. The second area that we've added here is similar, is if you're editing a non-recurring event, a single occurrence event, you can now do something that you used to could not do, which is that you can have an announcement automatically posted about the edited event that you're working on. So those are also based upon some requests that we've gotten from customers. And then finally, it couldn't be over until we talk about the new email bulletin templates we've got. We've got a ton of them this month, 10 to be precise. Your typical, some new Halloween ones. We got a Monday Night Football, tennis tournament. And then we started a new series called the Stationary Series, and we've created a string of stationary type of announcements or email bulletin templates, and they're just in there under different, this is a Thanksgiving, there's a classic one and classic two. We just have a whole number of them in here. You can go through and look at them. And as usual, you get to the email bulletin templates by going into email bulletins, and then you can simply drop the select an email template list down, and I know we have well over 100 email bulletin templates in here. You'll find the new stationary ones all grouped together. Or, as you're probably aware, you can create your own custom templates and load those here. So that's it for this month. We hope you find something useful in there, and as always, we encourage your feedback on these enhancements or any other enhancements or bug fixes you'd like us to make. Make sure to email those to support@athomenet.com. I want to thank you for your time and for your business, and we look forward to joining you next time for What's New with AtHomeNet Classic.